For the past 5 years, I've dedicated my Saturday afternoons at the Ridgecrest Retirement Center. These days have been more than just volunteer hours. They have been moments of connection, compassion, and purpose, during which I have discovered the profound impacts of serving others. I've built meaningful relationships over the years of bingo games, nail painting afternoons, and birthday celebrations. My favorite resident was Mary Jasper, a 101-year-old woman who sewed all her clothes, wore bright red heels, and spoke with a booming voice. From World War I to raising her only son, Mary's stories were detailed and transported me to a life in her own time. Mary was a beam of light to be with. I knew that if Mary was awake, it would be a great day. Through conversations with the residents over the years, I have learned to cherish my childhood before I become an adult. Growing up has always been a dream. I love the idea of being an adult, having my own house, and eating junk food every single night. However, the more I grew up, the more I realized adults tend to lose those freedoms they once longed for. According to the Nursing Home Abuse Center, 1 out of 10 residents experience a form of abuse. Everyone should be aware of the 7 different forms of abuse to know when to speak up for their loved ones.
During my first volunteering at Ridgecrest Retirement Center, the coordinator educated us on visible and hidden signs of abuse and the importance of reporting concerns. Physical abuse, purposefully harming residents, causing bruises, scrapes, or even death. Sexual abuse, forced or non-consensual sexual contact of any kind with an older adult. Negligence, when a caregiver fails to protect an older adult from harm, resulting in serious injuries or illnesses. Self-neglect, when an older adult can no longer meet their basic daily needs and they suffer as a result. Abandonment, when someone who cares for an older person intentionally deserts them. Emotional abuse, intentional acts that inflict mental pain, fear, or distress on an older adult. Financial abuse, the illegal, unauthorized, or improper use of an older individual's resources.
After our routine bingo games, I would wheel each member back to their room. I found myself becoming protective of Mary and other residents. I always ensured that their clothes were clean, they had fresh sheets, and always had the necessities they might need. I wanted each one to feel comfortable and safe in their home, even when the nurses couldn't be there by their side 24/7. Before leaving, if I noticed anything unusual or unlike themselves, I made sure to report it to the nurse staff in an effort to ensure they would not be victims of elder abuse. Ridgecrest provided resources for volunteers if we suspected anything, such as the Texas Abuse Hotline, National Elder Fraud, and the Elder Care Locator. They have also provided resources for the residents to call to report abuse if they felt as if they were a victim, such as the Adult Protective Services, the National and Domestic Hotline, and the Elder Justice Initiative. The residents at Ridgecrest Retirement Center depend on me every Saturday, and the staff saw how meaningful my attendance was to them. This past year, I celebrated Mary's 103rd birthday with her, and I was invited to sit with her while she transitioned to the next phase of her life. While researching elderly abuse statistics for this scholarship, I learned that Mary was born in the silent generation, born between 1901 and 1927. She'd endured a life in the shadows, worked tirelessly until she was 91, and often went above and beyond for others. There is nothing silent about the impact she had on the world, which is why we cannot allow the reality of elderly abuse go unnoticed.